Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Frontier Wrestling Alliance, welcome to the Morecambe Dome. I'm your host, Hardcore John Atkins, and we kick things off with a matchup brought to you by Future Shot Wrestling, the wrestling training school in the northwest of England, and a six-man tag team competition. And making their way to the ring, the team of Dom Travis, Luke Greenwald, and Jack Domino. And what a great opportunity for all six youngsters.
And their opponents.
Shut the hell up.
Well, these young men, they may be young in years, but they're certainly not lacking in confidence. And they're not doing themselves any favours in terms of winning themselves over the crowd. On the other hand, this young chap, Valour, and his teammates Chris Egan and Rayne are doing a great job. Instantly very popular indeed. And you can bet that this is an opportunity that they have been looking forward to for a long time. And they are going to be doing their very best indeed to make the most of. Indeed, all six young men training regularly at the Future Shot Wrestling School in Manchester. And here tonight, in the opening contest at Morecambe, they have got a chance to shine. And you can bet they're going to go all out.
Introducing first, to my right, the team of Dom Travis. Jack Domino. And Luke Greenwald. And to my left, the team of Valour. Stevie Lin. And the 16-year-old Egan.
Ring announcer Chris Brosnahan there seems incredibly excited to meet a 16-year-old. And indeed, 16-year-old Chris Egan, the youngest of the six men, but by no means the least of them. As all six men take separate corners, referee calls for the bell, and this six-man tag team matchup gets underway. Meeting up in the centre of this ring, and Valour is a house on fire. Jack Domino on the outside now, hurling his own unique form of abuse at the Morecambe crowd, seeking solace in the arms of Dom Travis, his tag partner. And there's Luke Greenwald. Just by their cocky swagger and arrogant ways, they've already made themselves the most hated men in Morecambe. Valour now finds himself in a headlock. Manages to work his way out of it, throws Jack Domino off the ropes, catches him with a clothesline and a hip drag takedown, arm drag takedown, goes behind with a wrist lock, tags in his partner, and in comes Rayne. Rayne now working the arm of Jack Domino. Nice wrist lock. And he tags in Chris Egan, the young 16-year-old, looking to make a name for himself here tonight at the Morecambe Dome. Will he do it at the expense of Jack Domino? Valour comes off the top rope. And some nice quick tags here being made. And this six-man tag match promises to be something very special indeed. Drop kick from Valour, and Jack Domino takes a breather on the outside. In the meantime, the young 16-year-old Chris Egan has tagged himself in and gets caught by Domino. The inexperience of youth there shining through. Well, of course, in this match, that shouldn't be too much of a factor. because indeed all 6 men are still very much in the first stages of their wrestling career. That's not to say they're not all going to be big stars one day, but at the moment all just looking to make a name for themselves at the expense of the opposing teams. And here comes Dom Travis, just working over the 16-year-old, but again being distracted by Egan's teammates. He's got to keep his mind focused on the job at hand, patronising the youngster, and there's a big blow to the back of the head. Travis seems to be the biggest man of the 6 in this match. Certainly looks to be in pretty good shape. Big knee to the midsection, whips Egan into the opposite corner, picks him up, and back for the nice suplex. Goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg, and it's a 2 count, but Travis can't believe it. Chris Egan showing a lot of guts indeed to kick out, and Dom Travis tags in Luke Greenwald, his tag team partner.
What a way to kick things off. These 6 men, all product of the Future Shock Sport Wrestling.
We've got a great night of action here for you tonight at the Morecambe Dome. We're going to see Aviv Myan take on Johnny Angel. Johnny Angel's a man who we thought was going to be one of the more popular members of the FWA until last month, Stevie Knight's retirement match. We thought he'd made his peace with Stevie Knight. We thought he was going to wish him well in his retirement, but oh no, he turned his back on Stevie Knight and beat him down quite severely. And tonight, Aviv Maayan, hoping to make amends somewhat for his friend Stevie, will be taking on the big man, Johnny Angel. And Xavier will be hoping to sort out his problems once and for all with the mystery backstage attacker of the FWA, Greg Lambert's newest protege, Iceman, one of the most violent and sadistic individuals in the sport today. That promises to be a hard-hitting match indeed. Dirk Philgood's got some words for the crowd he wants to share. We'll be seeing him very shortly indeed. And indeed, James Tighe will be taking on the youngster from the northeast, Stevie Lin. The FWA tag team belts are going to be on the line as the team of Stixx and Martin Stone, as ever accompanied by the Twisted Genius Dineas, will be defending against the team of Bubblegum and a young gentleman making his debut for the FWA, Ligero. Ligero, we don't know too much about him, but he's a high flyer from Mexico as far as I know. Now of course in your main event tonight, the show steer Alex Shane, all things going to plan, will be putting his FWA British Heavyweight Championship on the line against Simmons. Here's the cover from Jack Domino. Chris Egan kicks out on 2. As I said, this promises to be a fantastic show, and you're enjoying it here live exclusively on FWA DVD. But of course, we're kicking things off with this great 6-man tag team action brought to you by Future Shock Wrestling, the FWA's own personal training school in the northwest of England. Based in Manchester and running for a little over a year, this matchup is showing us 6 of their finest students to date. And one man who is shining at this moment in time is Jack Domino, who tags in his partner Dom Travis, and Chris Egan, the young 16-year-old, is taking quite a beating. Chris Egan really needs to tag in his tag team partner. But my goodness, what a devastating move that was. Egan landing hard on the upper back. Here's the cover, and somehow Egan managing to kick out. And Dom Travis having words with the official. He's got to be careful not to lose his temper. He certainly doesn't want to get disqualified in a match of this magnitude. Greenwald and Travis go for the double team, but Egan gets the tag in, and in comes Rayne, and Rayne is cleaning house. Rayne picking up Jack Domino, plants him face first, goes for the cover. Here it is, that should be all, but Dom Travis with the breakout, and Dom Travis there breaking the pin cover. Otherwise it would surely all be over for Jack Domino. And in comes Chris Egan. And Chris Egan whips Jack Domino off the rope. Domino ducking the clothesline, gets caught, catches Egan. And what a great move this is. Here comes Valour off the ropes and he breaks it for Egan just in time. Well, that would surely have been a submission. Meanwhile, on the outside, Travis and Dave Rayne are fighting like there's no tomorrow. Back on the inside, the referee struggling to gain control. Egan with the roll-up. 2, 3, and Chris Egan with the roll-up on Jack Domino. And it's a big win here for the team of Valour, Chris Egan and Dave Rayne in this Future Shock Wrestling guest match. And Luke Greenwald looks on the outside in absolute disbelief. He cannot believe what has just happened. And indeed, Dom Travis, who is busy fighting on the outside with Dave Rayne, is also not too happy indeed.
2.
As the daddy here in the FWA. Anyone that knows anything about British wrestling will tell you that there is nobody higher up the pecking order than me! And if you don't believe
some of this. You want some of this. Come on, you do want some of this.
Good evening, Morecambe! Alex Shane, I'm stood backstage and all I can hear is you whinging and whining about Johnny Angel. But Alex Shane, I can come out here and whinge and whine and moan about how last time I was here I was screwed at the FWA Tag Team Championship. I'm not gonna, Alex Shane, because I'm a person that likes to get things done. Alex, I hear how you're the champion in 15,000 different companies here in England. 8,000? It doesn't matter, Alex. And you won't even put one of them up against me tonight. Alex Shane, I'm going to challenge you to a match for the FWA Heavyweight Championship here tonight in Morecambe. I think everyone here in the Morecambe Dome wants to see it. So Alex Shane, what?
Shut your mouth!
I really wish you'd be quiet, big mouth. What do you say, Alex? FWA Heavyweight Championship tonight. You know, these people might want to see it, but they probably also want to see a proper meal. But seeing this gold check Thursday was 2 weeks ago, that's not happening tomorrow, is it, you idiots? So the fact is this, Simmons, as you well clearly stated in front of all of these retarded peasants here in Morecambe, the last time you were here, you lost the FWA Tag Team titles, which means you do have something in common with them, which means you're a loser. And if you're a loser, there is no reason for me to put my belt on the line against you or anybody else here tonight. I came here for a fight, not to waste my time talking to someone with the most ridiculous gimmick in pro wrestling, Bubble Boy. Alex Shane, I also have something in common with you, because last time you were here, Alex Shane, you had your shoulders pinned to the mat. 1, 2, 3. You're going on, Alex, how you want to get some pride, get some respect, have some dignity. Well, how about it, Alex? Me and you, tonight. What, pal, you gonna say? What's up, Alex? Are you too much of a chicken? You've got it! Right here tonight! FWA title! Leave you! And as for you, Johnny Angel, you just got lucky, son. But I want you, and everybody here to know that somewhere along the line, it may be backstage, it might be out here, it may be in the parking lot, it might even be on the dodgems of that crappy fun fair that you usually seem to ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for the unscheduled interruption. Very quickly, I have been asked to announce the Silver Focus number NG54VKA is not on grass to please be moved. Thank you.
Sounds like referee Lance White is double parked again.
Singles match for 1 fall. Please welcome first.
Well, this promises to be a great matchup. Here's the man of the moment, James Tighe. James Tighe seems to have been suffering some self-esteem issues lately, many of which were compounded in mid-July at FWA Vendetta at the Broxbourne Civic Hall, when Tighe was forced to wrestle against his will in a clown suit.
Referee Andy Quilden making no mistake about it, laying down the law.
Referee Andy Quilden checking James Tighe as suitably attired, not concealing any hidden weapons or hidden objects, basically making sure that he's fit to wrestle and that his wrestling gear is in good order as we await the opponent of James Tighe, the young man making a bit of a name for himself here in the FWA from the northeast of England, Stevie Lin. And this is a great opportunity for the youngster Stevie Lin. Indeed, Stevie Lin, very promising competitor, not the most experienced wrestler in the world, but this is a great chance for him to make a real name for himself in the FWA, as he goes toe-to-toe with one of the best technical wrestlers in the country today, James Tighe. And this is going to be interesting. And immediately James Tighe out wrestling Stevie Lin. Gets him in a nice wrist lock. Stevie Lin rolls through and reverses into a wrist lock of his own. James Tighe looking for a counter. Finds it. And goes behind for the wrist lock. Nice scientific wrestling here from James Tighe in the early goings of this contest. But Stevie Lin is matching him move for move. James Tighe rolls through, twists himself out, breaks the hold, and reverses it once again. And this shows exactly why James Tighe is one of the top wrestlers in the FWA at the moment. Just looking at him, you can see he's in fantastic shape. One of the largest men on the FWA roster. One of the strongest. But learned almost everything he knows at the FWA Academy down in Portsmouth. And he has got such a solid, sound, fundamental grasp of wrestling. He can really do it all. Not just a scientific whiz, not just a technical marvel. But James Tighe can do it all. And in the early goings of this match, he has got Stevie Lin in a great headlock. Lin looking to power out. He doesn't want to exacerbate the situation. Back to that wrist lock. Lin comes off the top rope. Flips over. Nice reversal for Tighe. Tighe takes him out by the feet. But Tighe gets whipped over. And James Tighe again with the arm drag takedown. And James Tighe surprisingly finds himself on the floor, and Stevie Lin in the dominant position here now at the Morecambe Dome tonight. Tighe makes his way back up to his feet, no cause for concern just yet. Stevie Lin still working that wrist, Tighe looking for a way out. Nice takedown, and wrenching the shoulder there, and hyperextending the arm of Stevie Lin. Lin now taken down. And James Tighe appreciating the challenge that Lin is providing. two look up. Tighe with the headlock. Stevie Lin looking to power out. Very painful move, the headlock, though. Needs some movements. You could very easily lose an ear. Oh, Stevie Lin, nice jump over. Now James Tighe with a leapfrog. And Stevie Lin with a nice takedown. And a second one on James Tighe, and a third. James Tighe goes down again. And now Stevie Lin on top. And Stevie Lin finally finding the measure of James Tighe. Referee Andy Quilden asking Tighe if he wants to submit. Surprise, surprise, he doesn't. But Tighe's in a little bit of trouble now. Nonetheless, makes his way back up to his feet, forcing Lynn into the ropes. Lynn comes off and charges into Tighe. Tighe goes under. Lynn looking for the takedown, he gets it. And again, Stevie Lin now. With a nice side headlock on the mat. And Tighe is looking for a way out of this move. Tighe now with blows to Stevie Lin's stomach. Referee Andy Quilden positioning himself to make sure they're not closed fists. I couldn't see from my vantage point. Here's the cover from Stevie Lin, just a 1 count. Tighe now again back down to the mat. And Stevie Lin on top once again, and I'm very impressed by the youngster from Newcastle, Stevie Lin, who is faring very well indeed against, for my money, one of the top wrestlers in the FWA today, James Tighe. Up and over. James Tighe hesitated, gave Stevie Lin all the opportunity he needed. Nonetheless, a side suplex. Lin lands hard on his back. Tighe rolls over for the cover, gets a 2 count, and this is a very athletic competition indeed. Nice drop kick from James Tighe. Goes for the cover again, gets a 2 count. Stevie Lin still able to kick out. Lin now bounced off the ropes. Gets caught with a charge from Tighe. Tighe up and over with a nice crisp suplex. James Tighe really executes his moves with a precision that many wrestlers do not show. And he reaps the rewards with a win-loss record enviable of many other competitors in the company. The James Tighe actually making an appearance in the PWI 500 last year. One of only a handful of people in the FWA ever to do so. Nonetheless, Tighe eats turnbuckle. Lin with big knees to the back, drops him on his neck, and that could be it. Lin with a cover, 1, 2, hook the leg, but just the 2 count, and James Tighe still able to kick out. And Stevie Lin is giving James Tighe a great match. Lin calls for the suplex. May have been a mistake because James Tighe has ears. James Tighe with a nice overhead suplex there as well. Gets a cover, just a 2 count again. And Tighe getting a little bit frustrated. I think coming into this contest he may have underestimated Stevie Lin somewhat. As to be fair did I. But Stevie Lin is really holding his own here against James Tighe. And I for one am impressed with both men. Tighe now with a scoop slam, goes for the cover with 1 leg. It's an arrogant cover and you're not going to beat Stevie Lin like this. No use arguing with the official. And if you touch the ref, you are going to get at least the yellow card. So James Tighe, you need to be careful. You need to get that temper in check, or you could very easily get disqualified. Crowd now getting behind Stevie Lin, urging him up to his feet. Lin with some blows to the chest of James Tighe. Comes off the rope, goes over for the sunset flip, hooks it, 1, 2. And Stevie Lin very nearly with the upset win. And James Tighe now with a powerful clothesline. Very nearly hurt his own arm. Such velocity behind that clothesline. Just pounding the head of Stevie Lin into the turnbuckle. Tighe finds himself in the corner. Ready for Lynn though. Lynn lands on the apron. Tighe hits nothing but air. And now James Tighe, the back of his neck landing hard on the top ring rope. And Stevie Lin again on the apron going up to the top turnbuckle. James Tighe's in trouble. I don't think he knows where Lynn is. Gets caught with a boot to the back. And James Tighe's neck looks to be in a great deal of pain. Both men down, the referee administering a 10 count. If he gets to 10, this match will be declared a draw. And I don't think James Tighe wants to end this in the draw. I think nothing would satisfy him more than to get a win here at Morecambe. And indeed, Stevie Lin would dearly love to get the 1-2-3 over James Tighe. Just think how far his standing in the FWA would go up. Oh, that kick reverberating around the northwest coast. And what a great snapmare there from Stevie Lin, who goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg, gets a 2 count. And that's the inexperience there of Stevie Lin showing through. Had a great move. Possibly could have kept James Tighe down for the 3 had he had the strength of mind, the presence of mind to hook the leg. Nonetheless, drops James Tighe on the neck, on the back of the knee. Tighe in trouble. This time he hooks the leg. This time though, James Tighe somehow still able to kick out. And since James Tighe's neck was dropped over the back of the top ring rope, Tighe's neck has taken an awful lot of punishment. Stevie Lin seems to be working on that neck. James Tighe rolls through, grabs a hold of Lin. Over the top, Tighe bridges, here's a cover. But there, the neck, which had taken so much punishment, was unable to support James Tighe. And he was unable to hold the bridge. And Tighe, without Stevie Lin kicking out, was forced to relinquish that pinning combination. Tighe had Stevie Lin in a great bridge combination there. Lin was pinned to the mat, but because Tighe had taken such a lot of punishment to his neck, his body was unable to support him, and even now still grasping the back of his neck. Tighe calling for the finish. I think he wants to end this match as soon as he possibly can. Will he be going for the Titanic? Will he be looking to make Stevie Lin submit with a cloverleaf submission hold? Tighe really... Well, Tighe looks to be picking up Lin for the Titanic. Lin had the presence of mind to go up and over, landed on his feet. Nice suplex, rolls over, and he'll get a second here. If we get a second, this might be it. And Lin still not relinquishing the hold. And we are going to get a third no! Landing clean on his head. And this does not look good at all for James Tighe, who is clutching his left arm in some pain. Tighe has been dropped on his neck several times. And this is the cover, and that should have been all. Somehow, be it through sheer instinct alone, through sheer wrestling presence of mind that only the greats have. Only great wrestlers like James Tighe will still kick out when everything seems against you. And now James Tighe has to break out of this move, because if Lin hits it on the back of his neck, then it's all over. Tighe now, he's had enough. Here's a second German suplex. Tighe holds on, and we're going to see a third. And Lin landing very hard on the back of his head. Lin looks to be out cold. Tighe is crawling over to the centre of the ring, using all of his strength to roll Stevie Lin over. But Tighe just did not have the strength left in his body to hold Lin down for the 3. And Tighe now pointing to the top turnbuckle. Not where he's most at home. I'm not saying he can't do the high-risk moves, but Tighe is not at his best when he is in the air. And that was a mistake on Tighe's part. And he gets caught and dropped hard on the back of his neck. And Stevie Lin may well be in with a chance of victory here at the Morecambe Dome tonight. And this would be a great boost for Lin's FWA career. Here's the cover, 2-3! And James Tighe, despite not kicking out, through sheer luck almost, finds his legs entangled in the ropes. Referee Andy Quilden spots that, and the pin's broken up. And Tighe now has to get this finished with as soon as possible. James Tighe now setting Stevie Lin up for that cloverleaf hold, and here it comes, the Texas cloverleaf. Can he get him over? Lynn fighting the move as much as he can, but as soon as it's on, Lynn taps out, and it's a win here for James Tighe via submission over Stevie Lin here at the Morecambe Dome. Big win for James Tighe, but Stevie Lin gave him the fight of his life, and I am very impressed by Stevie Lin here. Nonetheless, James Tighe victorious via submission, but the damage may have been done to James Tighe's neck. What a great contest that was. As we hear the strains of the Casualty theme with the hip-hop remix, we know that can only be one man, Dr. Dirk Feelgood. And Dr. Dirk Feelgood seems to be in a better mood than normal. Indeed, the fans in Morecambe seem to be very receptive to him. And Feelgood busting out some nice dance moves. Ice Am's Ace Robots. That was the robot there. And Feelgood seems to be in a good mood for change. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Stephanie is poorly. I'm sorry. But presented for you people of Morecambe, the Mr. who is your sister, the brother who scored with your mother, the monk funk, and the altar boy of sexual joy.
That man can hit the high notes.
Despite my appearance, I am no clown. But I will turn your frown upside down, Dr.
What a shame Stephanie couldn't be here tonight.
Now, first of all, I will start with an apology. No, you're nice. Last time I was here in Morecambe, I said you people weren't good enough to hear that introduction. And I was wrong.
Takes a big man to admit he was wrong.
I'll tell you why I was wrong. Last time I was in a match with Xavier.
That was a great match.
He was beating me around this ring, but I came this close to beating him. And the reason was, when I was down on the mat, I could hear a few people going, Dirk, 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 and I appreciate that. And he's probably more than I deserve, and I want to thank you all.
As Elton John said, sorry is the hardest word to say.
Thank you. I'm going to thank you now with a Morecambe exclusive edition of my talk show, The Clinic.
The clinic's back, and about time too.
I'd like to introduce my special guest. He is a close colleague of mine.
Well, we're about to find out who Dirk Feelgood's guest was. Apparently another member of the medical profession. But this is the music of the Manchester Massive, Declan O'Connor and Joey Hayes. And these are men who I have got no time for at all. Last month here at Morecambe, I travelled up to Morecambe especially to do the Morecambe raffle. And these young scallywags attacked me from behind. If it wasn't for Stevie Knight, I might not be here today to call the match. These men extolling the virtues of Chabden, a youth phenomenon that frankly I could do without. Feelgood graciously accepting them onto the clinic. Here's Joey Hayes now.
Doctor, I've got a bad case of what he's trying to say is you can't stop making stuff.
Yes, kleptomania I think is the word he was looking for. Certainly nothing to be proud of. These are items they have stolen backstage.
DVDs, which he lost last time using Morecambe.
These men are common criminals in my book.
These men are common criminals in my book.
You've got James Tighe, it's true. He's not ready yet. He's on the next side. He's on the ball to it.
Well, I think they've done James Tighe a favour there. I'll give you some spoilers. At the end, Angle wins the Olympics. Oh, hang on. That's Feelgood's first aid kit.
The massive gone too far.
Listen,
First aid kit.
you may well, you guys may well be kleptomaniacs, but I think you're suffering from a more severe, acute, life-threatening illness. A case of losing streak-itis.
Indeed, Manchester Massive yet to score a win here at the FWA.
Have you won in the FWA? No! Wait, Chippo, right? How many matches have you won in the FA, you scruffy tramp? How many have you won? Alright, I admit. I also am suffering from a bit of a losing streak. Well, how about we fix that? And we fix it right here, right now. How about the Manchester Massive in tag team action against Dr. Dirk Feelgood?
Well, all three men are in the ring.
2-on-1. No, sorry, you misunderstood. It's not 2-on-1, because right now, I'd like to introduce my tag team partner.
Hello.
You people in the FWA know him as JC Thunder. For by day, he's my colleague in the hospital of Unification, Dr. Jason Allbetter.
Good grief. Well, how about that for a turn up for the books? We know him as JC Thunder, another man with a very questionable win-loss record in the FWA. Turns out that he has a full medical background as well, and by day is a colleague of Dr. Dirk Feelgood. Apparently no longer JC Thunder, now he is Dr. Jason Allbetter, the original guest apparently scheduled for Dirk Feelgood's The Clinic tonight. And he's going to join Dirk Feelgood in tag team action against the Manchester Massive. All four men with big zeros in the win column. Tonight, that's going to change for two of them. Will it be the Massive?
The Manchester Massive versus the Young Doctors.
Well, the Good Doctors there, already very popular with the Morecambe crowd. But Declan O'Connor and Joey Hayes attack them from behind, and this matchup is underway. One of these teams guaranteed to score their first win here tonight at the FWA. And the Good Doctors getting off to a flying start as the Manchester Massive take a breather on the outside and go to collect their thoughts. And Dr. Jason Allbetter removes his medical smock. And the Manchester Massive remove their Burberry shirts. Feelgood taking the young Jason Allbetter under his wing, so to speak. Allbetter having a little bit of trouble there, removing his trousers. Dirk Feelgood in no rush to help him out there. Oh dear. Well, that's teamwork for you. Here in the FWA. And we're safe. And we're ready to start this matchup officially as the ring bell rings. Joey Hayes squaring off against Dr. Dirk Feelgood. All better getting the Morecambe faithful behind them. Hayes with a headlock. Feelgood looking to power out. Gets the reversal. Joey Hayes now forcing Feelgood off the ropes. Both men meet in the middle. Neither goes down. Feelgood says, let's try it again. Again, Feelgood going nowhere. Oh, third time unlucky for Feelgood. Hayes not one to play by the rules at all occasions. As we saw from their disgusting performance on the clinic, the swag bag of stolen merchandise they'd stolen from various members of the FWA roster. And frankly, who would want to share a locker room with such scum as the Manchester Massive? These men really are, in my eyes, the lowest rung of society. And frankly, I hope the good doctors give them everything they deserve. Joey Hayes in a heap of pain in the lower body region, if you know what I'm talking about. Tags in his partner, Declan O'Connor. And O'Connor now squaring up against Dr. Jason Allbetter. And the fans certainly seem to be behind Allbetter. Collar and elbow tie up. O'Connor forces Allbetter into the ropes. And O'Connor takes Allbetter down. Hayes wants the tag back in. O'Connor thinks better of it. Maybe he should have tagged. He got tripped up by Allbetter. Arm drag takeover. And a takedown. And here's a nice... Thought we were going for the scoop slam. Instead, O'Connor sends Allbetter into the foot of his tag team partner. And then a big spear of his own. And Jason Allbetter finds himself trapped on the mat in this tag team bout here at the Morecambe Dome. Eats turnbuckle. Whipped across the ring. O'Connor follows up with a big clothesline. And Allbetter's got nowhere to go. Hayes offers his foot. And Dr. Jason Allbetter takes the size 9 leather. And referee Lance Wright really needs to get on top of this one. Because the Manchester Massive give them an inch and they will take a mile. And then they'll take your Kurt Angle boot to boot. And look at Hayes. What a disgusting individual both of those men are. They make me sick to my stomach. They maybe sound wrestlers, but as human beings they are absolutely worthless in my eyes. They contribute nothing to society. O'Connor off the top rope. And fast tags from the Massive. O'Connor with the cover, rubbing his hand in the face of Allbetter. Scoop slam there from Declan O'Connor. Deceptively strong for his size. Hooks the leg, here's the cover. That could have been it. But Dr. Jason Allbetter able to get the kick out on behalf of the good doctors. And one of these teams will score their first victory here in the FWA before the match is out. Another tag there from the Massive. O'Connor ringing the arm of Allbetter. Hayes lays the boot in. And Jason Allbetter's in a lot of trouble. He's been absorbing an awful amount of punishment for the last several minutes. And all Dirk Feelgood's been able to do is stand in the corner and watch. Lots of fast tags, lots of double team manoeuvres from the Massive. And Allbetter's in trouble. If he doesn't get the tag soon, this match is going to be all over for the good doctors. And the Massive will get their first win here in the FWA. And I would hate to see that happen. Choking Allbetter out on the ropes. And they get a yellow card for it, and rightly so. That's a good call by the official. That's a good call by the official. Often the referees tend to be far too lenient in tag team action. But that was a great example. They saw the man breaking the rules, and they punished him accordingly. One more yellow card for O'Connor, and it's a red card, and that equals an instant disqualification. So he needs to be on his best behaviour for the rest of this matchup. Hayes tags back in. Goes over to taunt Dirk Feelgood. And while he's doing that, here comes Declan O'Connor in the corner. Referee Lance Wright tied up trying to keep Feelgood out of the ring. That gives the Massive the opportunity they looked for to hit the double team manoeuvre. Wright saw it. It was too late. The damage had been done. Here's the cover from Hayes, and somehow Allbed are able to kick out. And it's just as well that he did. I don't think I could sleep tonight knowing that the Manchester Massive had beaten the Good Doctors. Allbed are finally getting some offense in. He kicks the stomach, soon turns that around, and a nice clothesline from Hayes brings Allbed back down to the mat. O'Connor in now for the Massive. And to be fair to O'Connor and Hayes, as much as I despise them on a personal basis, certainly showing more tag team experience than the Good Doctors, who are teaming up for the first time tonight here at the Morecambe Dome. O'Connor and Hayes haven't been teaming up for much longer, but they've got a real chemistry about them. They come from the same area, they hang out together in the same posses, steal the same hubcaps, drink cider behind the same bike sheds. Basically like brothers. Feelgood and Allbed are supposedly medical colleagues, but thus far not showing very much in the way of tag team cohesion at all. A bulldog from Allbed though might change everything. Nice bulldog from the middle rope from Dr. Jason Allbed, and he's got to do everything he can now to get the tag and bring Dr. Dirk Feelgood into this matchup. Hayes meanwhile also looking for the tag. Hayes gets it, O'Connor's in. Allbed finally, and here comes Dirk Feelgood. Big clothesline on O'Connor. Clothesline takes Hayes out of his boots. Power slam. And another. And down go the Manchester Massive. And Dirk Feelgood really cleaning up the streets of Morecambe and doing us all a favour. Nice drop kick from Dirk Feelgood. Whips O'Connor off the ropes. Catches him with a Feelgood drop kick to the face. And the fans really getting behind the reformed Dirk Feelgood. That's the anaesthetic, and that's all over. But here comes O'Connor from behind, and come on, referee. Let's get this match in order. Hayes to the outside. O'Connor and Feelgood, the legal men, I believe. Spinning DDT from Feelgood. Tags in his partner Allbed. It might have been a mistake, to be fair. Whips Allbed into the corner, and here he comes. Hop, 2, 3, and that is a great big splash from Dirk Feelgood. Allbed off the ropes. Spike bulldog over the top. Allbed going for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and the Good Doctors score their first win on their first night as a tag team, and the Manchester Massive go down here tonight at the Morecambe Dome. And it seems like fan support was the missing ingredient for Dr. Dirk Feelgood. As he came out tonight at the beginning of the matchup, he said he enjoyed the few fans in the front row last month started cheering him, providing him the impetus that he needed, that extra drive to wrestle harder. He came out, he apologised for his misdemeanours in the past, and with the support of the Morecambe fans behind him, Feelgood picks up a big win here tonight at the Morecambe Dome with his new partner, Dr. Jason Allbed. Without further ado, we've got another singles bout for you. And here's a man I've got no time for. Johnny Angel. Angel in great shape. One of the largest men on the FWA active roster. And actually one of the most experienced. He was Stevie Lin's trainer, and that should give you some idea of how old he is. Nonetheless, he can still go. And tonight he takes on the youngster from Newport, South Wales,
And his opponent,
Aviv Myan. Andy Quilden checking that Johnny Angel understands the rules of the competition. And Angel offering a nice handshake. Here comes Aviv Maayan. And the fans at Morecambe are ecstatic to see him. And as ever, Aviv is just as happy to see them too. Taking the time out to give every single one who asks a high five and soak up their support. And he will need it against Johnny Angel. Because as skilled and as accomplished a wrestler as Aviv Maayan is, Johnny Angel outweighs him by almost 50 pounds and is at least half a foot taller. And again, as much experience as Aviv Maayan has accomplished in the short time he's been wrestling, Johnny Angel has got many, many years more and currently is not choosing to wrestle within the confines of the FWA rulebook. And Angel is so experienced that he knows every trick in the book. He knows every shortcut. Angel taking off that gold chain. I'm surprised the referee didn't take it off before the match started, to be fair. Myan rallying the troops around him. Their cheers echoing throughout the Morecambe Dome. Fearlessly, Myan goes for the collar and elbow tie-up against Johnny Angel. But Angel easily powers out. And Myan learns quickly that he will not be able to go toe-to-toe in a test of strength against Johnny Angel. And that means that Myan is going to have to use his speed and his cunning against Angel. Again, the collar and elbow tie-up. Nice trip there from Angel. And Angel acting like he's just won the Ashes single-handedly. Taunting the young Myan. And really selling Myan short. Angel has not been in the FWA for too long. Hasn't seen what Myan's got to offer. And believe you me, I would say that Johnny Angel is in for a surprise tonight. And it looks like he might be getting it right now. The look on Johnny Angel's face says I was not prepared for that. Nonetheless, Angel going for some flippy moves of his own. Still unable to break the hold. Wrist lock and a big elbow. And that sends Myan down to the mat. And that is a place where he does not want to be against the much bigger Johnny Angel. Another big elbow to the skull of Myan.
This is no reflection on the FWA boy. It's Alex Shane.
And Angel sounds like he's sending out a message to the show stealer Alex Shane.
Come on, young boy.
Fans getting behind the young Myan. Angel refusing to give him a chance to recover. Locks the headlock on. Myan not looking to submit anytime soon. Clubs the chest with his free left arm. Whips Angel off the ropes. But the power of Johnny Angel is just too much for Aviv Myan to contend with. Aviv Myan going to have to use his speed, not his strength. And Johnny Angel taking Aviv Myan very lightly indeed, but Aviv Myan goes under. Catches the lower leg of Johnny Angel and a surprise kick to the side of the head. Catches Angel unawares and Angel is fuming. And now Aviv Myan says let's go. Ducks out of the way. And a slap to the eardrum of Angel. And Angel is livid. Again, Myan now using his speed, sidestepping Angel, refusing to get drawn into the test of strength. Holds on to that knuckle lock, comes off the top, flips it around. Knee to the midsection of Angel. Angel whips Myan off the ropes. Myan ducks the clothesline. Both of them meet in the middle of the ring. And I couldn't swear to that, but I'm sure I saw Johnny Angel get something out of his trunks there.
Very good referee. He's a solid official, and if you didn't see it, he knows as much as he'd like to.
Well, that time that was the forearm, but I swear that Johnny Angel used not just a closed fist. I wouldn't be surprised if that golden chain he brought into the ring came into play somewhere. And if that's the case, that is just not fair. Scoop slam there from Johnny Angel. Referee Andy Quilden's a great official, but when you're in there with a veteran like Johnny Angel, you need to have eyes in the back of your head. Oh, and there it is. Yep, I was right. There's the chain. Putting it back on the top turnbuckle. Angel with that butter wouldn't melt in my mouth look. But like all guilty men, he's always got one eye looking over his shoulder. Can never sleep easy. Big leg drop across the chest and abdomen of Aviv Myan. That's the cover. Didn't hook the leg, Myan kicks out. Nice chin lock there from Johnny Angel. Very painful manoeuvre. And although not a choke lock, still cuts off the oxygen, still makes it very hard to breathe. And it means that you are carrying the entire weight of your opponent. And if you're Aviv Myan, that is something you can ill afford to do. Referee Andy Quilden letting Johnny Angel know that I've got my eye on you. Any more monkey business, and you will get a yellow card, maybe a red. Oh my goodness! Johnny Angel just lifted Aviv Myan above his head and let him fall flat to the ground. Aviv Myan may have broken a couple of ribs. And Johnny Angel once again going back to that gold chain. Oh, come on! You don't expect me to cover for you, do you? Well, this is just ridiculous. Quilden out of position. Club to the skull with the gold chain. Referee didn't see it. And Aviv Myan just got punched in the side of the head with a solid steel or gold chain. There is no way that Aviv Myan can overcome this now. Referee didn't see it. Aviv Myan getting counted out. Angel just picking him up by the hair. No regard at all for his opponent's well-being. For Angel, it's not a sport. It's not an athletic competition, it's a fight. And Johnny Angel likes to hurt people. And it just so happens that Aviv Myan is opposite him in that ring. Well, Angel going for that ring, for that chain again, thinks better of it. Aviv Myan still very much suffering the effects of the first couple of blows. Now Angel choking him out over the top rope. Gets to 4. Got 5 to break the hold. And the referee again laying the law down to Johnny Angel, saying, I will have no qualms at all about disqualifying you if I get to 5. And Aviv Myan's larynx may well have been crushed when he was choked against those ropes. Oh, a chop there, echoing across the dome. And Myan's chest will be red raw in the morning. Whips into the opposite corner. Myan ducks, gets out of the way in a hurry. Clubs Angel in the back. Trying to power Angel into the top turnbuckle and gets it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times! 10 times Angel headbutts pure steel as his skull meets the top turnbuckle in the FWA ring. Aviv Myan now outwitting Johnny Angel. And from deep within, Myan fighting with everything he's got. And for the first time in this matchup, Johnny Angel finds himself in some serious trouble against Newport's favourite son, who gets a nice tornado DDT. And Angel's down. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Well, Myan unable to hook the leg. Johnny Angel just kicks out. And Aviv Myan now on the outside, on the apron, goes to the top rope. He's famed for these moves. Double crossbody, flying crossbody. Just a 2.5. And again, Johnny Angel severely underestimated the skill of the young Aviv Myan. And it's to his cost, as Angel finds himself out on his feet. Nonetheless, reverses, picks up Aviv Myan, and tosses him over the top rope. Great Scott. Oh my goodness. With absolutely no regard at all for Myan. Referee checking on Myan, and Myan is in serious trouble. Aviv Myan just fell 10 feet to the cold hard floor here at the Morecambe Dome, and I don't think he's going to be able to continue. Aviv Myan grabbing his right knee. He landed absolutely flat on the floor. And I think it's going to be a count-out win here for Johnny Angel. Well, Aviv Myan has got a never-say-die attitude. As long as there is breath in his body, he will try and get back into the ring. He might have broken every bone in his body from that fall, but he's still struggling to get back in. Notice he's not putting any weight at all on that right foot. Angel has him up in the suplex. Holding him, the blood is rushing to his head. Thinks better of it. Shoulder breaker. Has the chance for the cover. Decides to punish Myan more. And this is a shocking display by Johnny Angel. And look at Myan at all, unable to put any pressure at all on that right leg. Oh, this is not nice to look at. Myan there goes to the drop kick. Angel held on. Gets in the Boston Crab, and Myan instantly no choice but to submit. And come on. Angel's got the win there. Myan submitted instantly. Let's get Angel away from here, and let's get Aviv Myan some serious medical help. Well, the Boston Crab was enough for Angel to get the win. The referee raising his hand. But frankly, the match was over when Myan was thrown like a rag doll over the top rope and landed flush on the floor outside here on the Morecambe Dome. And there you go, Johnny Angel saying, I'm here in the FWA, I'm here to stay, and I want a shot at the belt. I don't care who's got it. It just so happens that the show steroid Shayna's got it. But Angel wants it. Oh, look at that. No remorse. No remorse. Not taking any delight in the win. I wouldn't be surprised if Angel was more pleased that he's hurt a young man. Wrestling is Aviv Myan's livelihood. Can we please get some help out here for Aviv? Oh, let's get this man out of here. Get out of here, come on. You've got the win. You've done your damage. Get out. And look at that, like a guilty man. Always keeping one eye on his shoulder. Scared that his past will catch up with him. The fans here giving Aviv Myan a standing ovation. Myan only barely able to get back up to his feet. Still not putting any weight at all on his right leg. And Aviv Myan is seriously hurt here. Aviv Myan set for tag team action tomorrow in Blackpool. Who knows if he's going to make it. Here comes Greg the Truth Lambert with his newest charge, Iceman, flanked by security, because frankly every member of the FWA roster wants to get their hands on him, and at the moment none more so than the man who's about to face him tonight, Xavier. Iceman terrorised the locker room for months in anonymity, taking out men backstage. No one knew who it was, viciously assaulting people. Paul Travell was a victim, Xavier was a victim, he cracked his skull open, was out for several months. Finally at Vendetta, Greg Lambert revealed that he was the man behind the attacks, and it was his newest charge, his latest find, Iceman, who was the perpetrator. And that's one way of getting onto the FWA roster. But it's also one way of making yourself the most hated man in the promotion before you even debut. And this is an important contest for Xavier. And Xavier wasting no time at all getting to the ring. Iceman sees him coming, and they're brawling in the aisle, and the matchup has yet to even begin. Iceman, one of the most violent men in English wrestling today, and he will fight you as soon as look at you. But Xavier nonetheless will go toe-to-toe with anyone, never backs down from a fight. And to slow things down, he whips Iceman arm first into the ring post. Covers him with a nice right hand. Head first into the steel railing. Big kicks and chops. Not giving Iceman a chance here. And Xavier showing a real fire and intensity as he faces the man who took him out of wrestling for months.
My face right now. Xavier dies tonight.
And fractures his skull, and frankly, Xavier got a little bit carried away there because he received a yellow card from referee Lance Wright. Perhaps rightly so. The bell rings now and this matchup officially underway. Xavier like a man possessed. Iceman frankly unable to get any momentum at all going so far in this contest. But he deserves no pity at all. Don't spare any tears for the Iceman. He gets absolutely everything he deserves here tonight. And frankly, I hope Xavier sends him packing. The FWA became an unsafe working environment for staff and wrestlers alike for many months. And it's all thanks to this man. This disgraceful excuse for a human being, the Iceman. And the pathetic weasel riding on his coattails at the moment, Greg the Truth Lambert. Frankly, I'm surprised that Commissioner Flash Barker hasn't fined and suspended both. I'd have fired them. I'm sure Barker will have thought about it. And I would imagine it will be thanks to Xavier that Iceman still has a job, because Xavier wants to get his hands on Iceman. And Xavier probably went to Barker and said, look, I'm going to fight this man, but if it's not in the confines of an FWA ring, I'll do it in a car park. I'll do it in a back alley. I'll fight him anywhere. And for Xavier's own safety, Barker conceded to the match. And thus Iceman finds himself here tonight at the Morecambe Dome against a furious Xavier. And Xavier really fired up tonight. Lambert on the ring apron, he's got no business being there at all. Provides a momentary distraction, and that's all it takes for Iceman to turn the match around. Forearms, blows, you name it, Iceman, thanks to his manager Lambert, turns the contest around, and a big clothesline from the Iceman sends Xavier to the mat. Iceman had taken punishment for the first several minutes of this bout. But that cretin Lambert provided a momentary distraction for Jack Xavier. And who can blame Xavier? In the heat of the moment, who can blame him for being distracted? Now Iceman laying the blows into Jack Xavier. Chops him with the right hand across the chest. Cracking the sternum. Whipping Xavier into the corner post. And this is not a good place for Jack Xavier to be. Iceman off the ropes. Oh! Big boot scrape there. As Iceman basically tried to kick Jack Xavier's face off. Xavier's had plenty of broken noses in his time. Iceman would have no compunction at all about giving him another one. Oh my goodness, a big knee to the head. And Jack Xavier's trapped in the corner. And when Iceman's there, you don't want to be there. And that is the precise reason why. Because Iceman, showing unbelievable agility for a man of his size, has that move, the cannonball, in his arsenal.
This is for you. You're next.
Greg Lambert sending out a message to the righteous Paul Travell, saying Travell's next. Iceman goes for the cover. Lucky for Xavier, his foot was just near enough the ropes. There's no way he would have kicked out. Iceman showering more blows on Xavier. Stepping back to admire his handiwork. And now Jack Xavier finds himself dead center in the middle of the ring. And Iceman landing hard on his back. Iceman weighing around 260 pounds. Landing flush on the lower spine of Jack Xavier's body. Xavier still kicking out. This match means too much to him. Jack Xavier suffered a fractured skull at the hands of this man. Jack Xavier lost his chance to win the FWA British Heavyweight Championship thanks to this man. Jack Xavier lost several months' worth of earnings thanks to Iceman and thanks to Lambert. And Jack Xavier is going to do everything he can to exact some measure of revenge here tonight at the Morecambe Dome. But at the moment, it is all Iceman. And Jack Xavier not looking good at all. Iceman methodically taking Xavier apart piece by piece. Uppercut there to the jaw of Jack Xavier. Xavier lying prone in the middle ropes. Iceman again choking him in the middle ropes. And the referee giving him the count. Iceman has still 5 to break it. Iceman constantly talking garbage to Jack Xavier. And we have seen Iceman in some brutal matches in his time. And Iceman will fight you. And now he's got Jack Xavier, arms caught in the ropes. And he gets a yellow card for it. And that's a good call by Lance Wright, who needs to free Jack Xavier before serious permanent damage is done. Because once those ropes lock, your arms are being wrenched at every joint. Could snap a bone, could dislocate the shoulder, could wrench the tendons. And Jack Xavier hasn't moved. He's a free man. He's been freed from the ropes. But the damage looks to have been done. Jack Xavier unable even to make it onto his knees before Iceman just clubbers him back down to the ground. Iceman whips him off the ropes. Xavier ducks a clothesline, surprises him with a kick to the midsection, and an enziguri to the back of the skull, and Iceman's down, and so is Xavier. And frankly, both men have given so much in this contest. I nearly said wrestling match. We haven't seen too much in the way of wrestling. This has been an out-and-out fight. This has been a brawl for the ages. Referee going to 8. Gets to 9. Xavier back to his knees. Iceman barely up to his feet. blows from Xavier. And the referee seems to have lost control of this one. Iceman now going for the sleeper. He's looking to knock Xavier out. And frankly, Xavier cannot allow this to happen. Because if Iceman renders Xavier unconscious, then who knows what he's going to do with him. Xavier has to fight out of this match. But you can see the strength zapping from his body. And the referee might want to consider stopping this one for Xavier's own well-being. Well, the referee drops the arm once, falls straight to the mat. If he does it 3 times, the match is over. Here we go for the 3rd time, but Xavier's fighting back, and somehow he is still in this matchup. The strength of the Morecambe fans behind him. Xavier throws some elbows and catches Iceman with a stunner. Iceman still on his feet though. Jack goes for the big kick, gets caught by Iceman, T-bone suplex, and Xavier falling into the ropes. And both men down. Xavier giving it everything he's got. Look at his face, he is determined to get back into this match. Dashing his own head into the mat. Just trying to get back into the contest, trying to give it everything he's got. Trying to punish the man who beat him so badly, who put him out of wrestling for months, who beat his friend Paul Travell, and now the referee trying to break the hold. The referee's lost control of this match. Oh my goodness, both men decking the ref. Referee Lance Wright goes down, and this is a pure fight, both men clubbing each other. Come on, let's pull a stop to this now. Both men on the floor, like 2 wasps fighting. And the ref giving a red card there, presumably to... Well, I'm waiting for the official word. Both men lashed out at the ref. And yep, that's right, both men getting a red card. And this match ending in a double disqualification, rightly so. Got to sympathise with Xavier, who's caught up in the heat of the moment. And now we're getting security. Both Iceman security and the FWA security. To break up this fight. And that degenerated pretty quickly indeed. And both men desperate to beat the other one senseless. Look at Xavier, even now, still trying to go. And Iceman escaping through the back. Well, what a match that was. And now we see a tag team bout as led to the ring by Dinaeus, the Twisted Genius, of the FWA Tag Team Champions, the team of Stixx and Martin Stone. And these 2 men have impressed me incredibly in recent months. AS has got a real eye for talent. He spotted Burchill from an early age, and look where he's ended up. Burchill, of course, leaving the FWA to go and make his fortune in America. We thought AS was out of a job, but no. He has found 2 men, 2 powerhouses, 2 bullies if you like, who fit together remarkably well. They beat Hampton Court here at the Morecambe Dome a couple of months back. And since then, since winning the FWA belt, they have not looked back. And the team of Stixx and Stone are a great tag team indeed. And it's thanks to this man, Dinaeus. AS demanding the respect of the Morecambe fans.
The Twisted Genius, together with your FWA British Tag Team Champions, Stixx and Martin Stone. Welcome each and every one of you high-eating northern monkeys to the Morecambe Dome and to the north, the south,
Well, there is no need for this.
Now, I understand, I can tell that some of you people may not like us, but please save your breath. Because of your ridiculous northern accents, some of us, like ourselves, cannot understand a single word you are saying. Now, Mr. MC, Mr. Soundman, please bring out tonight's land to the
Well, Dineas issuing an open challenge, North versus South. I'd like to just say right now that the views of Dineas do not necessarily reflect those of the FWA, and they certainly don't reflect my views. I love coming to Morecambe. Always have a great time here at the Dome. It's a beautiful seafront, and it has some of the best fans here in the FWA. And who's going to answer the North-South challenge? Sticks and Stones representing the South, presumably the South of England. And it looks like the team of El Ligero from North Mexico and Bubblegum from North Hubba-Bubba-ville. Well, Ligero making his FWA debut here tonight at Morecambe. And Bubblegum making only a second appearance.
Wait, just one moment. This is supposed to be a North versus South open challenge. He looks like he's from Mexico.
Well, this is El Ligero. He is a northerner. He's from northern Mexico.
Well, there you go. Great minds think alike, obviously.
And my name is Bubblegum. And I'm from Bubblegum.
Where the hell is Hubba-Bubba-ville?
It's a good question.
Bubblegum is right here in Morecambe.
Hubba-Bubba-ville. Apparently right here in Morecambe. I didn't realise that before. But I'm not going to argue with a man who dyes his hair pink. Nonetheless, Sticks and Stone not impressed. Oh my goodness! Ligero and Bubblegum catching Sticks and Stone off guard. Teaming up for the first time tonight, Ligero and Bubblegum. And what a great opportunity for the two of them to make a name for themselves and to win the FWA Tag Team Championship. Could happen. And they even took out Dineas there, doing us all a favour. All five men on the outside. Let's get them back in the ring and let's get this match started officially. Stone and Ligero look to be starting things off. And as this matchup is underway, Ligero with the upper hand. As I said, El Ligero from Tijuana, I believe, in Mexico. Bubblegum from right here in Hubba-Bubba-ville, Morecambe. A poke to the eye from Stone. And that turns this match around in a hurry. And some stiff uppercuts to the jaw of Bubblegum, who gets sent off the ropes. A shoulder charge from Stone. And what a crisp suplex that was. Stone with a quick tag to his partner Stixx. And if there's one man in the FWA who's bigger than Martin Stone, unfortunately for Bubblegum, it's his partner Stixx. And these two men, Stixx and Stone, only been together for a couple of months, but already Dean Ayers has led them to the Tag Team Championships. And already, they've proven themselves to be a great tag team, with the makings of a classic tag team. Bubblegum goes behind, Stixx holds on to the rope, misses with a clothesline, Bubblegum ducks, and a drop kick from Bubblegum, who needs to make the tag before Stixx can return to his feet. Bubblegum stays on Stixx, should have gone for the tag because Stixx picks him up, and it doesn't look good for Bubblegum. Nonetheless, drop toe hold, Bubblegum finally with a tag, El Ligero on the outside, vaults over the top, nice drop kick there, and Stixx lands hard. Ligero pounding hard on Stixx, goes to whip him off the ropes, it's reversed, Stixx goes down, in comes Stone, the blind tag was made there, Ligero didn't see it, the referee did, Stone is the legal man, and Ligero is in trouble. And that's the problem, because Stixx and Stone are super heavyweights, and Ligero and Bubblegum are flyweights. And while they're great high flyers, they have to continually be on the offensive here, because one move from Stixx or Stone will simply turn the match around just like that. And now Ligero, despite some impressive moves, finds himself in deep trouble in the middle of the ring. Stixx and Stone making quick tags. And the referee needs to get one of these men out of here. Stixx with a cover. Just the 2 count. And Stixx arrogantly swatting Bubblegum to one side. Referee keeping Bubblegum at bay. And Stixx, who has been around the FWA for a while, under the tutelage of the twisted genius Dean Ayers, has really stepped up his plate and has really come into his own as a wrestler, displaying a newfound confidence and some excellent new wrestling moves. Stixx finally starting wrestling like a heavyweight, and under the guidance of Dean Ayers, tasting championship gold for the first time in his career. 2 count there, the fall broken up by Bubblegum. The referee going to have to keep his eye on Bubblegum. He's an emotional youngster, but the referee will disqualify him if he involves himself in the matchup when he shouldn't. Tag there from Stixx. Stone now the legal man. Oh my goodness. Ligero writhing in pain on the mat. He must be in absolute agony, facing a man twice his size. Into a sit-out powerbomb, gets the cover, that should have been all. But Ligero, the gutsy youngster from Tijuana, kicks out, and Stone is not happy, and neither is Dean Ayers. Referee distracted by Ayers, he certainly doesn't need to justify himself to that man. Ligero concerned with getting... Oh no, Ayers there interjecting himself. The referee was concerned with Bubblegum, leaving Stone and Ayers to double team El Ligero on the outside, and Ligero is being choked out on the bottom rope. Come on referee, turn around. And Dean Ayers beating a man when he's down, about the only time I've ever seen him get physical. Measuring Ligero for rights and lefts, and a poke to the eye of Ligero. Dean Ayers is a very successful manager here in the FWA, but not above getting involved in the match when it's at no physical cost to himself. Stixx there with a big tag. Stone now the legal man. And Ligero in trouble. Clutching his ribs. Barely able to stand. Oh my goodness, that chop. And now Ligero whipped into the opposite corner. Ligero got the boot up twice. Caught Stone off guard. Stone lost his temper. Got caught with a kick to Ligero. And if Ligero can make the tag, then the team of Bubblegum and Ligero just might have a chance at taking home the gold. With Stone also going for the tag. And Stixx obviously a fresh man. Stone gets in Stixx. And Ligero, not enough fuel left in the gas tank to get the tag. But maybe now, Bubblegum finally in the match, comes off the top rope, catches Stixx with a nice Hurricane Rana. Stone in the ring now, illegally I might add. Gets caught with a stunner. And Bubblegum is cleaning house. Nonetheless, a kick from Stixx soon changes that. Bubblegum with a roll-up, hooks both legs. Martin Stone saving the bacon there for his team in the nick of time. El Ligero still in the ring along with Martin Stone, neither man legal. Ligero coming off the middle rope, spinning DDT, and that move could be the difference maker. Well, Ligero is not the legal man to the best of my knowledge. The referee having some trouble keeping order in this bout. Ligero with a leapfrog. Stone with a vicious German suplex. And here comes Bubblegum, and he is the legal man. As is Martin Stone. Stone gets whipped into the corner. Bubblegum goes to follow up. Stixx is there. And that was a brutal clothesline from Martin Stone. And that knocked Bubblegum out of his boots. Ligero on the outside. I don't think we're going to see him again in this contest. And now Bubblegum in the middle of the ring. With two men who are twice his size. And we're going to see this sickening move. Spike DDT, aka the Stixx and Stones Broken Bones DDT. And that's enough. Another successful tag team defense for the team of Stixx and Stone. Ligero and Bubblegum showed a lot of guts stepping into the ring here tonight. They answered the open challenge. But really they didn't stand a chance against these two monsters and the twisted genius Dean Ayers, who is standing over the fallen Bubblegum. And look at that, Ayers grabs the belt. And I can see Stixx and Stone holding on to these belts for a long time to come. Let's be honest, who's going to beat them? They are a powerful, cohesive unit. I don't like Dean Ayers, but you can't argue with the results. And these two men are very powerful indeed. Well, there's Ligero, who took a heck of a beating throughout the entire match. And I don't think Bubblegum's moved since he was hit with the vicious Broken Bones DDT. Well, it's main event time here tonight at the Morecambe Dome, and Alex Shane proud to show off his latest piece of hardware, the WAW heavyweight belt, alongside the many other belts which I've no doubt we're going to hear reeled off shortly by ring announcer Chris Brosnahan. And tonight, Alex Shane putting his belt on the line against the ever-popular Simmons the Butler. But is Simmons really ready for a bout of this magnitude? Simmons held the FWA tag team belt for almost a year. He was out for a long time with injury. And although he was a great tag team champion, I've got to wonder whether he has got the singles experience to step into the ring with the FWA British Heavyweight Champion, the show stealer Alex Shane. And I guess we're about to find out.
Well, the challenge is set to be Simmons.
Well, here comes the mock Baroque harpsichord. And here he is himself, Simmonz the butler. And this is a great opportunity for the young man from Hampton Court. Could be the biggest matchup of his life. And I'm sure the Duke of Danger would be delighted if his manservant could bring home the gold and place it on his splendid mantelpiece. But is Simmonz ready?
Hi, Shane. I've been thinking a lot about what you said to me earlier about Simmonz the butler not being worthy of a heavyweight championship match tonight. I don't know whether these people agree with me or not, but I know a man who is worthy of having a championship match tonight. Let me get this right, so Simmonz, after all that mouth you came out here with earlier, in front of these idiots, you decided that Simmonz the butler, the most ridiculous gimmick in pro wrestling, kicks my ass if you don't agree with me. You're not going to take the match after all that! To an extent, Alex, I do agree with you. This suit has done a lot for me in the last 3 years, but it's time to give up some good things. And tonight, Alex, Simmonz the butler ain't going to be wrestling you. Andy Simmonz is going to be wrestling you, Alex Shane.
Okay. Well, there we go. Andy Boy Simmonz making his FWA debut of sorts.
Introducing first to my left, he is a former FWA Tag Team Champion, Andy Simmonz!
And Andy Simmonz looks to be in great shape. You don't see it underneath the butler getup, but he is built. And take a look at that. Simmonz the butler offered a great chance to win the FWA British Heavyweight Championship.
To my right, he stands at 6'7" and weighs 275 pounds. He is the undefeated TWA Heavyweight Champion. He is the current and reigning BCW Scottish Heavyweight Champion. He is the current and reigning GBW Northwest Heavyweight Champion. He is the current and reigning IWP Northeast Heavyweight Champion. He is the current and reigning RANWA Southern Area Heavyweight Champion. He is the current and reigning OPWO Heavyweight Champion. He is the current and reigning WAW Heavyweight Champion. And unlike Andy Simmonz, he is not the owner of some Ultimate Warrior tassels.
No need for that.
And he is the current and reigning FWA British Heavyweight Champion from London, England, the show stealer, Alex Shane!
Well, if I've got my maths right, that man there is an 8-time champion simultaneously. But it's only the FWA belt that is on the line here tonight. Shane taking one long last look at it. Kissing it goodbye for now, but not goodbye for long. Because there's no way Alex Shane is planning on leaving Morecambe without it. But Andy Simmonz now trying it on for size. And Alex Shane didn't much like the look of that. I don't know about you, but I think it looks pretty good on him. And it's clear who the fans would like to see with it. And referee Andy Quilden getting in on the act. Well, why not? Referee Andy Quilden, one of the most popular young officials here in the FWA today. Always does a great job. And this is a big matchup. Not just for him, but for all of the FWA. And undoubtedly it is the biggest match of Simmonz' career. And it takes a big man to say, no, I'm not ready for the shot. I am not ready for this matchup. And to an extent, that is exactly what Simmons did. He said, thank you for the opportunity, but as the butler, I cannot do this. The character of Simmons the butler took me so far that if I want to make it to the top, I'm going to have to do this on my own, as myself, as Andy Boy Simmons. And this is going to be a big test for Andy Simmons tonight. Will he be able to step up to the plate? Will the boy become a man? Will the butler become a champion? It looks like we've seen the last of the butler for the time being. We're going to see Andy Simmons here now. And Simmons is in great shape. And this, make no mistake about it, is the biggest opportunity of his wrestling career to date. Wrestling in front of hundreds of fans here at the Morecambe Dome for the most important belt in the country today, the FWA British Heavyweight Championship. And that would look great around Simmons' waist. But is he ready? Can he handle the big match situation? Can he step out of the shadows of the butler character? Sure, the whole Hampton Court thing was a bit of fun. It even got him to the tag team championship. If he wants to make that next step, he knows he has to do it as himself. He has to do it on his own. Without the Duke of Danger, without Buttercup, he needs to prove to himself that he is his own man. And Alex Shane there, biting the fingers behind the back of the official. And not only is that disgusting, not only is that cheating, but that is unhygienic. And frankly, if I was wrestling the show stealer, I would be first in line to get a tetanus shot as soon as the match is finished. Shane rolling through to reverse the hold. Gets a wrist lock on Simmons, and again biting the little finger of Simmons. What a disgusting individual he is. In my opinion, there's no place at all in professional sport for biting. And the same goes for spitting and swearing. If you're a champion, you're a role model. You're a representative for the company. Well, FWA British Heavyweight Champion Alex Shane says he can do the flippy stuff as well.
Who's biting? Who's biting ref? Who's biting ref? Who was biting?
Simmons now telling the ref that he's biting. And Alex Shane certainly is biting the finger. Could bite it right off. Who does he think he is? Mike Tyson or something? Shane's got more teeth than a boy band. Simmons momentarily in control, gets whipped off the rope. Meets Shane in the middle of the ring, neither man goes down. The crowd getting very strongly behind Andy Simmons. And a poke to the eye from Simmons turned this match around in a hurry. Shane goes down to the mat, and Simmons now the rope, big shoulder barge. And Shane, who I believe had been taking this match up a little bit lightly up till now, realizes that he is in a match with a man who is wrestling the fight of his life. Shane now with a poke to the eyes of himself, sending Simmons to the outside. A big chop there. And another one that's not looking good for Simmons. He finds himself out in no man's land, fighting back with the chop himself. These two men wrestling on the outside. It's a championship match, the referee showing a degree of leniency. But for the safety of fans and both the wrestlers, we need to get this match back inside the ring ASAP. Simmons now up against the ring post. Chop from Shane. Simmons moves out the way. And Alex Shane may have broken every bone in his hand there. Shane crawling into the corner to try and get some rest. Simmons not giving him an inch, staying on him every step of the way. And now Simmons can smell that belt within his grasp. Simmons gets a boot up. Bulldog. Shane takes the canvas, and now a swinging neckbreaker from Simmons, who goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg. Here's the 2! Shane kicking out. Simmons now going up to the top rope. And things suddenly are not looking good for the champion, the show stealer. And Simmons hits him hard with a big drop kick to the chest. Another cover. 1, 2. And Shane, with those long legs of his, able to get a foot to the rope. Referee Andy Quilden did a great job of spotting it. And Simmons back up to the top rope. Again, it was a mistake. He went to the well once too often. Shane saw it coming that time. Was able to swat the dropkick to one side and dodge the brunt of the blow. Simmons landing hard on his own back. And now Andy Simmons is in trouble. Oh my goodness, a big choke bomb there. Into the cover. Just the 2 count though. Simmons desperately trying to avoid being covered. He knows that shots like this don't come along every day. Many wrestlers work for a lifetime and never get a shot at the FWA British Heavyweight belt. And indeed, Simmons absolutely determined to make the most of this great opportunity. And of course, if he does, well, it'd be fantastic if he wins the belt. I would love to see Andy Boy Simmons as the FWA champion. I think he'd do a great job. But even if he doesn't win the belt here tonight at Morecambe, if he can establish himself as a top contender, if he can show himself as a worthy main eventer here in the FWA, then you can guarantee that there'll be more shots in his future. At the moment though, Alex Shane dominant. Simmons starting to fight back. Club to the back of the skull of Simmons. Soon puts things back in Shane's favour. Shane whips Simmons into the corner. Misses with the clothesline. Simmons goes for the schoolboy roll-up. Here's the cover. Just a 2 count though. And Shane, with those big biceps, takes Simmons down. He stops to admire his own handiwork. Here's the... Oh no, he's not going for the cover, he's going for a choke. Breaks it on 4. And Andy Simmons not faring so well here as Alex Shane setting him up for the pump handle slam. No! Simmons dropped on his face. That's the check up from the neck up, and here's the cover. Hooked the leg, but Simmons still cooking out. And Simmons is really impressing here tonight. Simmons, the tag team specialist for so long here in the FWA, really showing himself to be a top player here now. But a neck breaker from Shane and it's all over. Here's the cover. 2. No, Simmons still kicking out. And this man Andy Simmons, this wrestler Andy Boy Simmons, doing so well. He has overcome every obstacle. At birth, Simmons was born with a debilitating condition known as cystic fibrosis. Doctors said he would be lucky to survive through childhood, but Simmons has always been a fighter. Simmons, one of the smallest boys in his class at school. To avoid bullying, he turned up one day to the FWA Academy, got beaten up by everyone there, kept coming back for more, kept working out, kept training hard, kept coming to extra practice sessions in the hope that one day he might get a shot just like this. Finally got a big break in the FWA as a member of Hampton Court. Amazingly won the tag team belts with his partner, the Duke of Danger. Then, in November at Gold Rush, he had a chance to enter the Gold Rush Battle Royal where the shot would have been, the prize would have been a shot at this British title. And unfortunately for Simmons, the cystic fibrosis, the condition from his childhood that he was born with, returned and laid Simmons up in hospital. And again, Simmons was once again very seriously ill indeed. And again, doctors thought he would be lucky, genuinely, to make it past Christmas. But again, Simmons the fighter had other ideas. Doctors said he wouldn't wrestle again, and Simmons the man had other ideas. And here he is now, tonight, ditching the butler gimmick, ditching the comedy, and fighting hard for the shot that cystic fibrosis denied him. Tonight, FWA matchmakers have made possible, and Simmons the man is facing the British heavyweight champion, Alex the Show Stealer Shane, and doing very well indeed. Thank you very much. Simmons now clubbing Alex Shane in the middle of the ring. Show Stealer reverses. Simmons ducks the clothesline, hits him with a shoulder. Shane goes down. Simmons stays on him with another clothesline, and now Simmons to the outside. Normally about this time he'd go for the Butler Buster. Simmons did not land well at all there. Shane able to sidestep the move again. Simmons landing hard on his left knee. Referee trying to call Shane away. But Shane, like a shark that smells blood, senses Simmons may have suffered a serious injury. Nonetheless, Simmons with a never say die attitude. Carries on. Oh my goodness, I thought we were going to see a one-leg stand there from Shane. Simmons able to reverse it into a DDT. Here's the cover. 2. And I thought that was it. I thought we had a new champion. But of course, Shane himself has fought long and hard for those belts. And his favourite belt is the FWA British Championship. And he's not going to let it go just like that. Big vertical suplex there from Andy Boy Simmons. Going once again to the outside. Rallying the fans of Morecambe up behind him. And again he goes to the top rope. Shane back to his feet though. And here it is, the blockbuster. And that's it, that's Simmons' finish. It's his finishing manoeuvre. He's put many away like that, hooks the leg, but just the 2 count. Somehow, Alex Shane able to kick out of the blockbuster. And I don't know how much more Simmons has got to give. He's come from so far, he's fought so much adversity. Quilden nearly getting hit twice, and now he goes down. Boot there. Alex Shane knocking Quilden out. It was inadvertent. But we are without an official here in this FWA Championship match. And what is this man doing? Johnny Angel, you've already seriously injured Aviv Myan this evening. I'm surprised you haven't been sent home. Chair shot there to the show stealer Alex Shane. Well, we saw Angel sending a message to Alex Shane earlier.
What are you doing?
Didn't realise what it was about. I guess he was saying he wants the belt no matter who's got it.
I want to win this match. Fair and square, Johnny Angel. I don't need you or anybody apart from these fans.
Simmons saying he wants to do this properly. And I don't blame him. Angel doesn't share the same philosophy and it's a low blow. And Angel once again with a steel chair. And Simmons tastes that chair in the face. And I think it's been busted open. Johnny Angel nonetheless throwing Simmons on top of the show stealer Alex Shane. Revives the official and we're going to have a new champion. Not like this, surely. 2, 3, no! Alex Shane kicks out. Well, Johnny Angel's interference backfired somewhat. And I've got no idea what he's doing out here anyway. And Simmons has been busted open by the steel chair. The referee saw none of it. Alex Shane also tasted a vicious chair shot from Johnny Angel. The referee not doing so well. Andy Simmons sensing the taste of his own blood. Not a taste any man should ever have. Shane now making his way back up to his feet. You see the blood of Andy Simmons. Shane can't believe his luck. Shane now back to his feet. Simmons struggling to get up to his knees. A big boot from Alex Shane. kicking the steel chair like a smoking gun out of the ring. Here's the cover, referee back in position. 1, 2, and no! Simmons still fighting out. Still facing adversity at every corner, wiping his own blood off his forehead. And Alex Shane, like some kind of perverse war paint, wiping the blood of Simmons over his own face and biting in the wound, biting the flesh wound. And here it is now, Shane up with a one-night stand. Got to be all over, hooks the leg, 1, 2, and no, somehow Simmons still in the game, still he could do it. And I believe tonight, if ever there is a great chance for a new champion, we're going to see it. No, here's the cover, and again, Simmons kicking out on 2. And Simmons is not going to get another opportunity like this to walk away with the FWA British Heavyweight Champion. Shane threatening the official. And here we go, another one-night stand. Simmons down, it's the second one-night stand, hooks the leg, 2, 3, and Alex Shane successfully defending the FWA Tag Team Champion, the FWA British Heavyweight Championship against the man, Andy Simmons. Thanks in no small part to the interference of one Johnny Angel. You can see there the blood of Simmons on the face of Shane. But Shane there looks like he's gone through the fight of his life. And Andy Simmons proved tonight that he is more than ready to hang with the big boys here in the FWA. And he is a deserving main event player. And I've got no doubt about it. He will get another opportunity in the not too distant future to win the British Heavyweight Championship belt. Nonetheless, a successful title defence for Alex Shane. But the real story here is the emergence of Simmons, Andy Simmons,